These are the best Forex brokers in Brazil in 2024. I'm Noam.
And I'm Justin. We've been comparing Forex brokers for over 10 years now, and we've been looking at the latest when it comes to Forex and CFD trends.
In this video, we're going to uncover the very best Forex brokers in Brazil in 2024. All right, Justin. Brazil 2024, we've obviously been comparing Forex brokers in a range of markets, starting with Australia over 10 years ago now. We've been looking at global regions for a long time now, and over the last few years we started concentrating on Latin America, in particular Brazil. In this video we're going to go through probably the top 3 brokers that we have analysed and reviewed and have come up with as the very best in 2024. Why don't we start with number 1? Who do we rank at number 1 in Brazil, and why do we like them?
So it's just important before I go into the top 3, just to specify that all 3 brokers are fully regulated globally. So we make sure that brokers have at least one Tier 1 regulation. So the first broker that I'm going to go over and the winner overall is Eightcap. And an example of Eightcap, so they're regulated in markets like Australia by ASIC, which is a Tier 1 regulator. They are regulated in England by the FCA, which again is a Tier 1, and in Cyprus, which is a Tier 1. So there's multiple regions that they are regulated. We make sure all these brokers are regulated and can be trusted. Now when it comes to Eightcaps, they have really been one of the fastest Forex brokers in all of South America. They have a really strong presence. And we believe that the key reason for this is their range of markets. So what we know is that traders in Brazil, they like to trade currencies such as the euro and the USD, but they also like to trade some of the other areas that you can trade with CFD. So let's give a few examples. One is commodities. One is shares, one is indices, and the fourth really important one is cryptocurrencies. So, there's a huge interest in cryptocurrencies, and look, some people believe prices will go up, some will believe it will go down. Well, you can trade them as CFDs, and what that does is it allows you to trade of the price going up, the price going down, and you get leverage. So an leverage example, you may get 10 to 1. And what that means is that if a currency changes by 5%, you in fact will make 50% profit or a 50% loss. So it really helps amplify the movements of crypto. So what Eightcap does is it allows you to trade all these instruments. They have, for example, the best cryptocurrency range in the world. Not only can you trade these as a CFD, but they offer some of the lowest spreads. And have a look at our website. We have actually compared the spreads and fees of all the 4 major Forex brokers, all the regulated brokers out there. And what you'll see is that Eightcap on things like crypto, shares, these examples have the lowest fees. So we know that Brazilian traders like to trade more than currencies. They like to trade a range of markets. Eightcap offers all the markets and offers them at low fees and offers them with some of the best trading platforms in the world. Let me give you an example. TradingView. That's certainly known and our favorite platform. It's the fastest growing platform in the world. They offer it. They also offer MetaTrader 4, which is the most popular trading platform from currencies, and they offer MetaTrader 5 for CFD. So range of platforms, range of markets, low fees. That's why we like Eightcap.
Okay, so that's Eightcap at number 1. At number 2, we recommended Pepperstone in Brazil in 2024. We obviously work with Pepperstone a lot. We recommend them and aggregate them and review them as like the very best in a range of markets. I believe they're our global number 1.
Yep, for sure.
Because they're one of the most trusted brokers in the space. But why in Brazil do we recommend Pepperstone at number 2?
It's a good question because, as Norm said, Pepperstone is one of the largest, best known brokers in the world. Look, we like Eightcap for the all-round trading experience. So this is for traders that are looking to trade everything, not just currencies. If you're looking more to primarily just trade currencies, that's when we'd recommend Pepperstone. So Pepperstone, really, they have the ultimate trading experience. So things such as automation for execution speeds, their customer service is world class. They have really low fees on the spreads, and their commissions are very competitive. So if you're looking at primarily trading currencies, we'd recommend going with Pepperstone, especially if you want to use automation. So most currency trades are actually not manual. There'll be people that use bots or EAs or even copy trading, and that's where Pepperstone excels. So as Noam said, we rate them the #1 Forex broker in the world. But as I said, this is for trading currencies. So if you want to trade currencies, Pepperstone's the best bet there.
Okay, so that's Pepperstone at #2, Eightcap at #1. At #3, we recommended IC Markets as the third best broker in Brazil in 2024. Why IC Markets?
Sure, so IC Markets have a specialized account. It's called a standard account. So I really want to be specific here. So Eightcap and Pepperstone, they have something called a raw account. What that does is it will have a spread. So a spread's like when you go to the airport, you'll get a bid and an ask price. So you'll be able to buy the USD or sell it, but it's a different price. We're used to that. That is called the spread. So these accounts have a spread, which is quite narrow, and then they'll add a commission based on your trading volume. So there's two parts of the fees. Now, IC Markets offers a standard account. A standard account has no commission, only a spread. Now, the downside of it is the spread is wider. Okay, so there's a plus and a negative of this type of account. But a lot of people prefer this way of trading because you know what your fees are up front, especially on individual trades. You don't have to calculate what the commission will be on top of the trading value. So certainly we know, especially beginner traders always love standard accounts. So if you're looking for a standard account, IC Market, it's a clear winner. Have a look at our website, look at our methodology section. We not only compare the published average spreads of the standard accounts, but we actually did 2 tests over 2 30-hour periods. And what we found is that IC Markets had the lowest spreads for this standard type account. So as I said, we'd recommend if you're going for the raw account, which normally high frequency traders or more experienced high volume ones will choose, go for the first 2 that we mentioned. If you want a standard account, IC Markets, don't even consider the first 2. They have the best spreads. They're going to offer you the lowest fees. They've still got really good trading platforms. What are the ones I mentioned before? TradingView, MT4, MT5. They are one of the largest brokers in the world. You can't really go wrong. The key difference here is the trading account type.
Okay, so let's just summarize it for everyone back home. At #3 in Brazil for 2024, we had IC Markets because of their standard account.
Yeah.
#2 in Brazil in 2024, we had Pepperstone because...
Well, it's primarily if you're looking to trade currency. If that's going to be, let's say, over 75% of what you're planning to trade, we'd recommend Pepperstone. The spreads, the customer service, the trading platforms, the fact that they have one of the fastest trading executions in the world, that stops slippage. That's why we like Pepperstone.
And of course, the trust factor. They have licenses all over the world, a number of tier 1s in addition to some tier 2s and tier 3s as well. But they are a very, very trusted broker, and you really can't go wrong if currency is your game, basically. And then at #1, we had Eightcap in Brazil in 2024. We had them as our overall best, but I think we like them because their range of markets, their cryptos, a lot of the different types of CFDs that they offer.
So they do currency trading, and then it comes to the CFD. So let's give a few examples. So you can trade shares, you can trade commodities, you can trade indices, you can trade cryptocurrencies. It goes on and on. So if you're looking to not just trade currencies, you've got key indices or key things that move a lot. The odds are Eightcap offer that market, and they offer it with really low fees, and that's probably why it's one of the fastest growing brokers in Latin America and South America. That is why, because people want to trade more than currencies in 2024, and they are offering those markets.
Yep, okay. So there you have it, guys. There's our top 3 Forex brokers in Brazil in 2024. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe. And let us know in the comment section down below what you think about this video and whether there are any other videos you'd like us to create for you to aid you on your trading journey. Thanks so much.
Thank you.